Hello, hello everyone. How are you? Hello everyone. How are you? Are you? Yeah. Let me know. Let me check. Um, okay. Today I'm gonna talk about Brazil. I'm gonna speak in English most of the time. And first and foremost, I would like to tell you guys to bear with me a little bit because of my disability, because I'm going to try to read chat easily and answer your questions. But I'm going to talk about Brazil first and foremost. For those who don't know me, I am Rodrigo, but everybody knows me as Rod, the Brazilian English teacher. The person who gave me that name was Mr. Brent Watson from American English with his Guy channel. And I would like to say hello to some people who are here. Zobeida, Mega, Eugene, Aaron, Juan, my student, my son, Mayor. Thank you. You're wishing me good luck. So today is in chat. She's going to put the words for you. And we're going to talk about curiosity, expressions, even a candy, which is called Brigadeiro, in English, brigadier, because it was discovered by a brigadier in necronautics. You know, I'm going to show you later about this. But let's start. The name of Brazil, does everybody know the real name of Brazil? Let me know in chat if you guys know. Miss Jamie, hello. Nice. Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. Thank you for the support. Well, the real name of Brazil is Federative Republic of Brazil. And Brazil in Portuguese is written with an S, you know, so it's Brasil, Brazil, and we say Brasil, Brazil, okay? Brazil has a lot of curiosities. The discovery of Brazil was in April 22nd, 1500, you know, and it was discovered by chance because they were trying to find the Indian and in the direction of Indian Ocean, okay, by the Portuguese. And they came to Brazil, and Brazil had the Indians, so they mixed up the India with the Indians, which were in Brazil. You know, that's how Brazil was discovered back then. One other thing that I want to tell you about Brazil is that we have more than 200 million people in the country. It's a very big country, you know. Let me see if you guys have some questions. What about, Lolly Lolly asks, what about COVID in Brazil? Well, Lolly Lolly, there's lots of cases. The cases are raging around the country, you know, and we are praying for a vaccine very soon. One thing that I wanted to tell you about, that independence of Brazil was on September 7th, you know. September 7th, let me see my homework here. 1822, September 7th, 1822, you know. I'm not very good with dates, but I know. And we have another very important, the Republic Proclamation of Brazil was in on November 15th. Okay. Let me see the year because I am a boomer. 1889. All right. Hello, Mary. Welcome. And I want to tell you some words in Portuguese. What do you guys think? You know, like if we are in an environment, in a relaxed environment as we are here, we say oi, you know, oi. Oi means hi. Oi, oi. What season are we in Brazil now? We are in, we are starting summer in Brazil now. Unfortunately, we don't have snow, you know. So to say hi to someone, you say oi, oi. Once I joked with Mr. Brent in a chat, asking him to say oi, and he told me that he says that every morning when he wakes up, you know. So and if you are in a more professional setting, you can say hola, which means hello, hola. Okay. So hola is in a more professional setting, you know. So these words are very common. People say it all the time. We have a lot of slangs as well. What's up in Brazil means e aí, what's up? And like people like me, boomer like me, I like to say this expression. We don't use very much slang, mostly for me who is a teacher, you know. And I want to tell you something very important. The capital of Brazil is Brasilia, okay? The capital of Brazil is Brasilia. And some people mistake it with Buenos Aires, but Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina, you know. So the capital of Brazil is Brasilia, and the first capital of Brazil was Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro, one of the most beautiful cities I have ever been in my life, you know. So I'm gonna go in chat now to see your questions, and I hope I can answer all of them. Mary says hi to Mega. Let me see if there's Dulio. Thank you for being here. Nice to have you here. And if you guys have any questions, bring them in chat. Where in Brazil I'm from? Well, I live in a very small town in the inner state of São Paulo. You know, there's São Paulo state, and I live 4 hours away from the capital of the state. You know, Lolly Lolly says hello to Mary. What is your favorite meal in Brazil? Well, Miss Jamie, my favorite meal in Brazil is our staple food, you know, because in Brazil, everybody has it every day. Rice, beans, meat, and some salad. And I'm crazy about rice and beans, you know. And because since you are little, you are taught to eat rice and beans every day. And I love rice and beans, ice cream, pizza. Brazilians love pizza, you know. But Brazil is a very warm country. People in Brazil, what I want you guys to know is that people in Brazil are very warm. We are very warm people. We try to be proactive, to help people, you know. So, we always have a smile on on our faces, because it doesn't matter what we're going through, you know, we are always trying to help and trying to be proactive, you know. We have a presidential system in Brazil. We elect a president every 4 years, and we're gonna have an election this November. But I'm saving the best for last. because because I'm going to talk about Carnival. Carnival is the biggest. We're gonna have a mayor election actually this year. For president, we have in 2 years. I'm sorry, uh, I mixed up. Um, Maybe I mixed up with the American elections. I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk about Carnival. Let me see something. I know more people in South America speak Portuguese than Spanish. Can you believe that? Brazil is a huge country. Yes. And Brazil is the only country in Latin America, Brent, that doesn't speak any Spanish. You know, we understand Spanish, but we can speak Spanish because grammar is very complicated. It's very tricky. The verb conjugations. Hi, Susanna. How are you? Um, Aaron, what does the color of Brazil's flag mean? Well, let's see. Let me start by the phrase in our flag, which is ordem e progresso. It's a pragmatic phrase and positivist, you know. So it's order and progress. What the colors mean are green, it means the rivers, the nature, nature. Yellow is richness and gold. Blue, the stars, which they reference the sky, you know. Of the night of November 15th was the Independence Declaration. Okay, 1889. I think the colors of the Brazilian flag are very meaningful, and I think it's really beautiful. By the way, you know. We have we are so proud of our flag. The design is very nice, you know. Let me see what Lolly Lolly says. Brazil Carnival is well known all around the world. Yes, Lolly. Brazil is a well. Brazil Carnival always happens. I'm a little bit nervous because it's the first live stream. Please, guys, bear with me. But everything is going fine, I hope. And hello, Abraham. How are you? Carnival. I'm gonna talk about Carnival now. Carnival is a 4-day holiday. It's a long weekend holiday. We celebrate it every end of February, beginning of March. You know, it changes every year. It depends on the dates that every year we know when it happens. You know, so it's a very well known party where people dance the samba. We have what is called samba schools. You know, samba schools are people parade in stadiums and arenas in Brazil. We call sambódromo, the place of samba, let's say so. Sambódromo. Talita is going to write it down for you in chat. And people go there and they play, but there are all kinds of carnival celebration. Like in my city, people go on the street and enjoy the 4 days of the long weekend holiday, playing music, dancing, meeting each other, starting a relationship, you know, a lot of things. I can tell you that many babies are born after Carnival, 40 weeks later, to make some fun, you know. Yes, some Bodromo, Talita has written. You are managing just fine. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Uh, but I want you guys to ask questions because Carnival is very well known, and the Amazon is also very well known by internationally, you know. But Brazil is a very beautiful country. I want to teach you some phrases that I think that are very important. Like I'm going to start with the very first one that for me is um, great because I taught my mentor Brent Watson how to say it, which is bom dia. The D for us has the sound of G in English. So when you want to say good morning for someone, you say bom dia, you know? When you want to say good afternoon, you say boa tarde, boa tarde. You can see that my R is like the R in door in English, but I am considered a redneck in Brazil because in São Paulo they say boa tarde, and in Rio they say boa tarde, you know? So doesn't matter the R that you say, you are speaking Portuguese anyway. You know, I think we don't need to have any prejudice with the accent that you have. Hi Nori, welcome. Thanks for being here. And so we have bom dia again, good morning, good afternoon, boa tarde, and we have only one way to say good evening and good night, which is boa noite, boa noite. Okay, we say boa noite. There's no good evening and good night. It's all the same. Okay. Breakfast is another interesting word to learn because I love eating actually. We say café da manhã. Café da manhã, it's a nasal sound. You have to say the nha through the nose, as we say like comfortable. Let me see. Important in Portuguese, we have to in English we have to say important through the nose. So we say café da manhã, café da manhã. We have lunch, which is almoço. Okay, almoço. See that we don't say the L like an L. We don't say almoço. We say almoço as if it was a new sound. Almoço. We pronounce the hard U in some words, you know. So we don't say the L as in other languages. We say like a new, like say in Brazil, we say Brasil, Brasil, not Brazil, you know. We say Brasil. What else can I teach you? We have, I want to teach you great words. Suggest some expression that you guys want to learn in Portuguese that I tell you. Who? Lolly Lolly is asking me. Talita's helping me here sideways. I'm talking to her. Lolly Lolly, the difference between Brazilian Portuguese and Portuguese is literally American English and British English. I actually speak, let's say, American English, which is Brazilian Portuguese. Okay? Aaron is saying that his favorite Portuguese word is bacana. Bacana is another way to say cool, nice. I like to say nice because I say nice is a way to say legal, you know, legal. That's very nice, é muito legal. American English, this guy channel, o canal do American English with this guy, é muito legal. It's very nice. What do we have in Brazilian breakfast, Miss Jamie? Unfortunately, it's not the American breakfast. We have something called French bread with butter, with kind of cream cheese, you know, black coffee or coffee with milk. It depends on the way that you like it. But our black coffee is strong. It's very strong. It's not weak, you know. So we eat with bread, butter. Cream cheese is called in Brazil requeijão. Requeijão. Tá? This is basically our breakfast, you know. Unfortunately, we don't have bacon, we don't have pancakes, we don't have none of this. Unfortunately, I wish we could have it, you know. But some people sometimes, when they have a lot of time, they do. What I want to tell you guys is that the city where I live in is basically agricultural. So they produce soybeans, corn. What else?
Okay.
Soybeans, corn, and what else do we produce in our city? Sugar cane and yuca, or cassava. Depends on what you guys want to know. So my city has nearly to 20,000 inhabitants. So I which for Brazil is which is very small, considering. Mayor, you asked me what's the national dish in Brazil. The national dish in Brazil is called feijoada. It came from the slavery time. It's made out of black beans with sausage. I'm not good with cooking because there's a lot of things. There's pork, there's sausage, there's what else? Uh, Ground meat sometimes. So each person does the way they think it should be done. There's a main recipe that people do, but it's really strong. To tell you the truth, I myself, I don't have it, but the people in my family love it, and my mom does it very nicely. Susanna, I live in a city pretty close to Marília. It is called Palmital, but it's very, very small for Brazil. Thank you, Talita. I love your name. Yeah, we say her name is Talita. Uh, when we went to the States, they used to call her Talita. It was really funny. I used to call her only Talita, So, what else can I tell you about my little life? Well, I own a school where I'm a private tutor, and now I am mostly teaching online, so I'm teaching from home. And literally, Talita has some small children that she goes to school to teach, obey in all the distance learning thing that we are supposed to obey. My children, the two boys, are not going to school because it was mandatory not coming back to school up until next year in Palmital, in my city, So they are studying remotely. I only speak English and Portuguese. I wish I could learn French, Italian, but I didn't still have time to learn them. Maybe some Spanish, Oh, yes. So you live in Sao Paulo. Yes, Susan, I live in Sao Paulo State. Yes. And I wish I could learn some more languages, maybe down the line. But I want you guys, Dino, thank you very much for being here from Rio Everyday English. Um, Brent is the world's leading coffee exporter. Brazil, I'm sorry, I read Brent. Brazil is the, yes, Brazil is the world's leading coffee exporter in the world. Yes, around we are. Boomer, boomer. Somebody is asking. Nori is asking how to say boomer in Portuguese. Nice one. I love it. Brent, that's for you and for me because we are close in age. Boomer in Portuguese is tiozão. Tiozão. When you are older, One day I hope to learn Portuguese and French. Me too. In Italian, let's not forget Aaron, or else he's going to be extremely offended, So, Nori, again, boomer is tiozão. Okay, Talita is going to write it down for you in chat. I think I could tell you everything that I could tell about Portuguese, but now for me is the greatest moment that I saved I'm gonna show you the candy that we have. That is called. Let me get it. Can you guys see it? It's called Brigadeiro. Everybody who comes to Brazil loves it because it's wonderful. It's made out of condensed milk, you know, chocolate and milk, nothing else. You guys can find recipes for Brigadeiro everywhere on the internet, and you can see that we have sprinkles on it, and it's wonderful, you know. It's really delicious. I'm not going to eat it now, not to make your mouth watering, but it's really amazing. Yes, I can teach you Portuguese. I can teach you Portuguese, Gino, yes. Susana, Talita, I live in Capitão Leônidas Marques, Leônidas, Paraná, Leônidas, Paraná. Zobeira, please, people, bring your questions to us. Jamie saying, do you guys live near an ocean or a body of water? Yes, we live close to a river, which is my city stays in the division between Paraná state, which is another state close to my city, and we have a big river close to us. And also, there's a lot of industries around us, you know. Hello, Renata, welcome. So we live in a very good city, actually. It's very small. We don't have many things. Like if you want to go to the movies, you have to travel to the city nearby. But I like Palmital to work. There's some things here that we really like to do. How many states are there in Brazil? 26 states, plus the federal district. 26 states. And I live in the biggest city, in the biggest state of the country, you know? So living in São Paulo state is very good. The cost of life where I live is considerably low compared to São Paulo, the capital of the state, you know? So I live in the state of São Paulo as well. Okay, Renata. How, Diego, you have a nice question. How the world will know Palmital? I don't know. Now they know about Palmital because of me, because we don't even have clear images of Palmital on Google Street View or Google Earth, you know. So Zobeida asked, how do you pronounce that famous South American tea? Chimarrão, Zobeida, chimarrão. People from the South drink chimarrão. It's when it's very cold. It's called chimarrão, and people drink it. No, she's. It seems like we also have chamate, but it's more of a industrial tea, you know. But I think you're talking about chimarrão. Hello, Ivana. No, you're not late. We're just starting. I'm just chatting and rambling with people here, answering their questions. Rod, please talk about ceremonial events in Brazil. Let's say the ceremonial events we have in Brazil is for patron saints, like 12th of October in Brazil is the patron saint. Our Lady Aparecida is the name of the saint. She's the patron saint in Brazil. Brazil is mostly a Catholic country. So, Catholic country, I'm sorry. I am Catholic, baptized Catholic, but there are all of ways of worship in Brazil, not only Catholicism. And well, what other ceremonials that we have? We have superstitions on every January 1st. I think everybody, as everybody around the world. What else, Mary? What kind of ceremonial would you like to know? Let me know in the comments. Sir, I think you celebrate Mother Mary feast. Yes, we do. We do. We have Mother Mary feast in Brazil that happens every after Ashes Wednesday. Ashes Wednesday. Gino asks me, I know almost nothing about Brazil, mate. How is the food there? What are some typical dishes? Well, Dino, mostly, as I said a little bit before, a little bit earlier, in Brazil we have a staple food is rice, beans, some meat, some vegetables, and that's the basic food that the Brazilians have on their table every day. You know, we also eat soup, fish. For somebody who eat meat. For somebody who doesn't, I know a lot of people who are vegetarians. We also celebrate Holy Friday. Yeah, Dulio, actually, you're right. Holy Friday, we celebrate it, which we call Sexta-feira Santa in Portuguese. Sexta-feira Santa. Um, Ashes Wednesday is Quarta-feira de Cinzas. Okay, so you can see that Brazilian Portuguese is full of uh, multiple sounds. Like we go sh all the time, or we go s all the time. So it's a different kind of pronunciation. In Brazilian Portuguese, we have gerund, which doesn't happen very much in Portuguese. Like I say in Portuguese, I'm going home, eu vou para casa. In my Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, eu vou para casa. In Portuguese, they say vou a casa, vou a casa. Instead of using gerund, they use the D. You know, I'm going to the house. No, I go to the house, they say. And we say in Brazilian Portuguese, I'm going home, or I'm going to my house. The event, like family gathering or campaign in nature, or camping in nature. Yeah, we celebrate all the national holidays together in family, mostly Christmas and New Year's, and we go camping because Brazil has a lot of nature. Children like to go camping. We have a party in Brazil also called rodeo, which is rodeo in English, and it's very traditional in my city and around the country. Rodeo, you know. Uh, so it's a big party, mostly where I live in my neck of the woods, let's say so. You know, people love rodeo here. We, Zolbeida, let me teach you how to say these words in in Portuguese. Which is the word that she wanted to know? Beautiful. Beautiful in Portuguese we say bonito, and pretty is lindo. But you guys have to know that we have masculine adjectives and feminine adjectives. If it's a girl, we say bonita. If it's a boy, we say bonito. Okay? Brasil is a masculine word, so we say Brasil é país bonito. Brazil is a beautiful country, so it's masculine, you know? So I think that you guys need. One word that I want to teach you that I was forgetting almost is saudade. Saudade is a word that we have only in Portuguese, okay? Saudade, the closest in meaning that we can get is called is missing you, or I'm longing you. But saudade, it may be a positive thing or a negative thing. Like I can say to my friends, estou com saudades de você. I'm missing you, you know? But if somebody who's passed away, we can also say, oh, I am missing my grandmother so much. Estou sentindo muitas saudades da minha avó, okay? I'm missing my grandmother so much. I hope I'm not talking too much because it seems to me that I'm talking to myself, you know. Thanks, Mary. I am a teacher. I deal with exchange students, and I have to explain it every single month, you know. Like, so I love to talk about it, and I like Brazil, and I like making friends everywhere. And you guys being here make me so humble, you know. Their jokes are cringy. Yes, they are. That's so. Let's say again. I think it's important you guys learn how to say boomer in Portuguese. Tiozão. Okay. So when we go in Brent's chat now, everybody writes tiozão instead of boomer. I'm joking, sir. I'm sorry. But this was my first live stream. I tried to bring a lot of information to you guys, but my biggest intention from now on is to keep with the interviews. We're going to have very huge interviews coming in our way, but they're going to be seasonal, and I'm going to teach English live possibly every Sunday or on the dates that I tell you guys when, but I'm going to try to do it every Sunday because I love to be with you guys all the time. I appreciate your support. But we can talk more if you want to know about Brazil. Brazil, let me tell you something curious. The very first time I traveled to New York, one person came to me and asked me if we had snakes on the streets and if we would go to school through the trees. No, we have everything that you guys have. Brazil is very normal. We have to be a little bit more cautious concerning safety, you know. But it's a very beautiful country. You can come visit. Let me know if I can. We can meet and do a meet and greet with everybody, and we can talk. Let me see what Maga's saying. Does Brazilian Portuguese sound how it's spelled? Very closely, Mega. Very closely. We are a very phonetic language, you know. So it's a Latin language. So Latin languages are written mostly as they are spoken, you know. So sometimes see the difference in English. Sometimes you can read the word but don't understand the word in Portuguese. I read the word but I don't know what that is. In English, sometimes I know what the word means, but I can pronunciate it very nicely, you know. So that's the difference from English and Portuguese. But because Portuguese is a Latin language, we can, like, Aaron did a live stream last week or 2 weeks ago, and I could understand like 80% of what he was saying. Spanish, I understand completely, as I said before, because they are very close. Like, if we receive a student from Italy in Brazil, in 15 days they are speaking Portuguese. And it's very easy because they're very close, you know. Like, but you guys can ask me, why did you learn English first? Let me see. I learned English first because it was a passion. I don't know why. It started when I was very little. I'm gonna tell that 100 times. I saw Madonna on TV, and I wanted to see what she was saying, and then I went to school to learn English. Hello, Angelo, my friend and supporter. Everybody here is my supporter. It's an outpouring of love that I felt so humble right now. Thank you guys. I am so, you know, I am so happy and so I don't even have words to say how I'm feeling right now. And I'm doing this, and the next one, I want you guys to leave in the comments what you want me to talk about. I think I needed to talk about my country first and foremost, so you guys could know the differences about Brazil and um, every other curiosities or quiddities that you guys might have about my country. I'm here to explain to you if I know. Lolly saying she's the lady, the lawyer with whom you made an interview. That was Isa, my forever English teacher. She told me everything that I knew, you know. And we studied together. She was my teacher for 6 years, and I worked with her teaching English for Brazilians for 10 beautiful years. And I can't forget it in any way. So one thing that I never forget, that I'm proud of my accent. I'm proud of making my master's dissertation in accent reduction as well to clear people's English. And I have to say something now that I'm almost finishing, and I want you guys to listen. I was a boy who didn't like to look at the mirror when I was little and younger. And now I'm facing YouTube to talk to you guys, you know, because I had to learn to develop thick skin. And I have some thank you uh, to say to some people. First and foremost, to my family, my children, my beautiful wife, my friends who are here. But I have to say a huge thank you to somebody who believed in me, who's here. And I get really emotional. Thank you, Brent Watson, for doing what you have done to me. For me, you, Miss Jamie, your children, Ace, Ansley, they are part of my family too. I don't know them yet, but I hope we can Zoom someday or whenever you wish, eventually. But thank you so very much. And the doors of my house will be open to every single one of you who want to meet me. My legs may not work very well, but my soul is much better and much bigger, you know? And I am so proud of Angelo, Diego, Susanna, Mary, Dulio. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody who's here today for being Renata. Thank you guys really for being here today with me. I feel so humble and um, so welcomed by you. Uh, Once my father said, um, while you have the brains, I'll have the legs. And I believed in that. When I wanted to open my school, my small school, I'm not pretentious about the size of my school. I told him, what if it doesn't work? You know, he told me, when you open a business, there are two doors. If it doesn't work, you close them down, you turn the lights off, and start a new cycle. And my school is in the market now for over 16 years. And I study English and learn English with you guys because you guys teach me, you know. You guys teach me every day. The comments that you leave, what I learn with Brent, what I learn with other YouTubers that I know, Gino, which is a British YouTuber, Bob the Canadian, the legend, as Brent and I call him. And I'm sorry if I slipped on my English today because I'm very emotional, guys. I am really humble and I am really thankful with the things that the universe is bringing to me. And thank you, Aaron, for being such a devoted friend as well and helping me and you know do going the extra mile to do everything that you are helping me to do. Everybody who's here, thank you very much again. You are so lovely. If you have any more questions, but I needed to say all of those things for Angelo, who was my first interview, for my students who are here, Diego again. Please subscribe because I need to come to 100 subscribers. Nori, thank you very much for always being a supporter. Susanna, um, all everybody who's here, So I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I'm lost for words right now. Ibrahim, thank you. I know that you love languages. We need to do a video or something just talking about English learning for foreigners, which is my master's degree on teaching English as a foreign language. I think it's going to be amazing. Ivana, thank you very much for uh, being here every time. Everyone that I didn't say the name, Mega, my wife, who's always in chat and always supporting me, who gave me my children and gives me a lot of love. I was going to say gave me, but she was going to fight with me just now if I said that. I would be in the doghouse. Um, Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. If you have any more questions, I'm here. If you don't, we're gonna finish. But I feel so humble and so honored to be talking to you today. Rod, yes, I like that you are not casual at language at all. I'd like to be a learner like you. Thank you. I study English for many, many years, Mega. And it's really a devotion, a passion, so that's why. Ibrahim, thank you for saying that my live show is amazing. It was just the first one, you know. I'm just learning, and I'll always be a learner, and that's it. Jamie, this has been so great to listen to you. I might actually get motivated to learn a language. Yes, it's great. Learning languages, Miss Jamie, made me. I can call you just for Jamie because of my respect for you know. Learning a language for me is amazing, and I'm really devoted and love English. Mary says, looking forward to seeing another live. You give me lots of positive energy. Thank you, Mary. Mega, I'm speechless. I sincerely hope you have a bright future ahead, sir. Thank you, Mega. I think you guys helping me, you motivated me to make videos. The interviews are gonna be seasonal. We're gonna have 2 or 3 more to go, and I'm gonna try to do at least one live stream every week. I don't know when. I tell you the time a little bit before it happens. Thank you so very much. And once again, a million times, Brent Watson and the Watson family, thank you for everything. Bob the Canadian, thank you for very much for the love and support always. Gino from Rio Leverday English in Britain, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. You know, everything happened because of you guys. Have a great afternoon from Brazil. Wherever you are, lolly lolly, thank you. Thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure. I don't want to go, but I'm not going to be rambling here. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.